Very excited. I mean, I don't like the idea that he's like a young man and I'm like this old generation now. I couldn't quite get over that feeling. But I thought Seven was an excellent movie, just excellent. And I knew how talented he was, and after I met him, and he had such a very strong vision of exactly what he wanted, which is very exciting, because then you really want to try to fulfill that vision the best that you can. Well, I sometimes would worry if they were spending too much time or energy, only on the visual look of the movie. But in truth, this cameraman Harris Savidi was his name, is as good as anybody I've ever worked with. He really made it easy, and again, you felt like you were really in the hands of a maestro with David Fincher. He really knew how to do a good job. No, I knew how it was going to end. My character did not know how it was going to end, but no, I read the script. I mean, I read the script before I started the movie. No, what I said, or what I liked, was I could not tell, as I was reading it, I could not tell how the script was going to end, and that's what I think makes a good movie. That's what I was excited about, and talking to people who see the game now, they can't guess which way it's going to go. And that's good, because most movies, I find, are predictable. I think the largest obstacle was the extent of being a victim, and how long in this movie I had to be a victim to all that had been going on. And I think that was very frustrating, because you kept wanting to do something. And finally, in the end, he does. But it took a while. I liked that he had the ability to change, that as rich and as arrogant and defensive as he was in the beginning, that he ultimately did have a heart and was able to change. No, I think it's, we all know money does not buy happiness, nor are you responsible for anybody else's happiness. You have to find it yourself, which I think is what this is trying. I think the best opportunity for happiness can be through love. Well, I feel very proud to be next to my father. We will be the first, two generations who have their handprints there, and it's something very special for my dad that I really, really do appreciate. It's going to be very, very nice. Well, it's taken me about 25 years and 25 movies, 4 years on a television series. And I'm very proud of my resume. I like the way, I think, it looks pretty good. It hasn't kind of gone up and gone down. I think there's been good quality movies in the 70s and in the 80s and in the 90s. So I've got 3 decades of movies that I'm proud of. I'm going to do another psychological thriller, except this time I'm going to play a bad guy, a really bad guy, with Gwyneth Paltrow, and we're going to shoot that in New York in the late fall. I love acting, and I'm going to do more of it. I just find it so enjoyable and a real blessing, and I'm looking forward to doing it a whole lot more.